Today's Tuesday, the 17th of March. It's St Patrick's Day, and for that reason, I'm very lucky to have His Excellency Peter Ryan, the Irish Ambassador to New Zealand, here to explain a little bit about St Patrick's Day and its significance and what the Shamrocks are all about.
Thanks very much, and thanks to the Speaker for the opportunity to be here today. It's a very special day for Irish people everywhere in the world. There's a mere 70 million of us around the world, and 1 in 6 New Zealanders have Irish heritage. So we're just honoured to be here and to present you with the Galway Crystal Bowl of Shamrock. It's a tradition that really came back from the United States to Ireland, and every year we present, our Prime Minister Taoiseach presents a bowl of Shamrock to the President of the US. So we're delighted to replicate that here and to give this to you in a symbol of friendship to you and to the people of New Zealand from the people of Ireland.
We were going to have a lunch here today, but because it was so popular, we made the decision to cancel it because of the virus problems that are happening. But Ireland's in a reasonable level of lockdown. Can you tell us a bit about what's happening over there?
Yeah, Ireland's a little bit further along the pathway in trying to contend with this crisis. We've now advised against all non-essential travel to any external country out of Ireland, and major measures have been taken by the public health authorities there. And I think there are some experiences there that we're sharing with New Zealand also in how we have dealt with the closure of schools and the closure of public houses and so on. And it's a rare thing for St Patrick's Day to be marked the way it is in Ireland. It's very muted celebrations in the US, very muted celebrations here in New Zealand also. Most of our community events across New Zealand have been postponed, and that just reflects the reality in Ireland that we're erring on the side of caution. Mm-hmm. And we'd like to thank the authorities here for all of their help that they've been given to our community.
You know, I hear something pretty special is going to be happening at 11 o'clock in Irish time tomorrow.
Yeah, so on the very west of Ireland, the European City of Culture this year is Galway, Cundé na Galva, which is a bilingual city, a very special city, and 11 o'clock tomorrow to mark St Patrick's Day. And to really try and reinforce the sense of unity amongst the community. People are going to come out to their hall doors to sing Aran Naveen, which is our national anthem. So that's going to be a very special thing. I'll imagine we'll be hearing it and seeing a little bit of it on Facebook and on other platforms. But it's a very nice way for the community to come together to mark our National Day.
Having spent St Patrick's Day in Ireland 8 years ago, it is something very special. The parades are great, and it is a big loss, but just one of the important precautions that people have got to take.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back. We'll find another excuse to celebrate it. And I'm delighted to see that you're wearing Shamrock in your lapel as well today. It's very symbolic for us, and we're very grateful for that, the honour that you're giving us through today.
Well, I'm going to experiment and see if I can get it onto my cape that I wear into the house. But we'd better get on with what's happening in the House today. We're going to start off with the government seeking leave for an hour-and-a-half debate on measures which are going to be announced at 2 o'clock today, economic measures, a part of a recovery package. Following that, there will be questions. Jenny Marcroft to the Minister of Foreign Affairs about working with other countries on the response to COVID-19. Simon Bridges has questions 2 and 4 to the Prime Minister. Does she stand by all her government statements and actions? Kiritapu Allen to the Minister of Finance about the economic response package. Paul Goldsmith to the Minister of Finance, what is the government doing to support businesses? Angie Warren-Clark to the Minister of Health about public health service support. Michael Woodhouse, very similar question, but focusing on the health line and the waiting times. Maria Lubeck to the Minister for Workplace Relations and Safety about self-isolation and support for workers who are required to do that. Shane Retty to the Minister of Health again about the general readiness of the health system. Todd McLeay to the Minister for Small Business about whether support for small business and Dr Deborah Russell to the Minister of Revenue about tax changes as part of the support package to be announced at 2 o'clock. The House will then go on to the Appropriation 1819 Confirmation and Validation Bill, first reading. This is a regular tidy-up bill. It goes straight through without debate at first reading. We'll then go back to the committee stages of the abortion legislation bill. There could well be some debate on instructions to the committee. It's something we'll find out at about 4:30. Then after that, which might be tonight or it might be tomorrow morning because the House is going to go into an extended sitting, we'll have a taxation bill third reading, the local government rating of whenua Māori amendment bill the first reading, the electoral registration of sentenced prisoners amendment bill first reading, and the committee stages of the privacy bill. So the House will sit through until 10 o'clock tonight, resume at 9 in the morning, sit till 1 o'clock, and then we'll be back for a normal Wednesday tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So quite a lot of business. There's no rest on St Patrick's Day.